What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back to our Skyrim journey. So my voice probably sounds a little bit different. Over the course of the last couple of episodes, I've been messing around with RTX voice. I don't recall if I mentioned it in particular, but essentially NVIDIA put out a set of voice drivers that focused around noise cancellation. And with using those, they also kind of, they included their own equalization and whatnot, and kind of messed up the settings I had. And so when I got them back, I had put them to what I thought they were, and a couple people mentioned that it didn't sound how I used to sound. So I've gone back in, tweaked the equalization. I've done quite a few audio checks, just kind of hearing how it sounds. I think it sounds pretty good the way it is right now, but I suppose I will leave that up to you all to decide. I am actually looking for a new mic. I've gone through quite a few mics for a while, and you know, for a long time I worked with the Sennheiser, the headset mic, and right now I'm working with the Logitech Pro X and the headset mic on that. What is going on with my frames right now? Jesus Christ, we're at like 40 FPS. I don't know what was going on there. But the Logitech mic has built-in equalization, and part of the reason I like it is I really like the headset. The headset on this is incredibly comfortable. But I've been thinking about getting a more professional-grade boom mic, because I have a boom mic, but it's a was it a Blue Yeti? And I mean, Blue Yetis are all right. It's fine for me to do like unboxing videos, but it's not the kind of thing that it basically, it doesn't have the same quality of voice that I'd like. Like I could swap to the Yeti real fast just to show it off. Like if I hang on real fast here, just to show this, because I'm sure people are probably like, well, what does that sound like? You know, if I swap over to the Yeti, right now we've swapped over to the Yeti, so you'll get an idea of kind of how that sounds, and it doesn't have the same equalization whatsoever. I have equalizers that I can enable in OBS right now, so right now those are on. That might make a little bit of a difference, but I don't really like Yeti. All the time that I've worked with it, I don't know, I feel like it picks up too much background noise and whatnot. So I've been thinking about getting something that's a lot higher quality. But up until now, a lot of the ones that I've looked at least, have been all out of stock. So it's been a little hard to find something that I really want. But anyway, we're now back to our normal mics. So I'm just going to move the Yeti out of the way. Yeah, but anyway, we'll see. I mean, obviously this episode won't be up for quite some time because I'm recording in advance in an effort to kind of get through the Skyrim series so we can move on to our next one. So I'll end up listening to this after it's done, get a feel for how the audio actually sounds and whether or not I want to make additional tweaks or whatever the case is. But, you know, it's essentially just an ever-changing process because at the end of the day, I'm not a sound engineer. I am a gamer. So I know a little bit about setting up equalizers, but I mean, honestly, what I'll probably do, being that I live in Nashville, a city that is ripe with musicians and sound engineers, I'll probably just ask around, because I would bet that somebody I know probably knows somebody who works full-time as a sound engineer, and I could be like, hey, I'll give you $50 to come on over and tweak my equalizer settings and get everything to be exactly where I want it, so that my voice has the right amount of boom to it that it used to have and all that goodness. But anyway, that is a story for a different time. So for now, let's where are they at? They're up here. I think it's around this way. That gate wasn't there before. I think another part of it too is I'm very ADD. I tend to move around a lot when I game. I'm not, you know, a lot of times when people have boom mics, the mic is kind of mounted in a spot and they stay very close. You know, the mic's immediately in front of them for speaking. I tend to move all over the place, man. Like if I'm playing a console game, I might be leaning forward and then suddenly I might, you know, recline the chair and kick back a little bit.
All right, son. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
For something like PC gaming, you know, it's fine because I could have the mic oriented right in front of me and it would pick up my voice very well, but I don't know. I've spent like 3 hours testing the equalization and trying to make everything get back to what it was, so I just hope this sounds good. Anyway,
Hold it right there.
let's get on with it.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So welcome to
Next
Fort
little
Dawn.
milk drinker Walker to ask about my armor.
I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime,
Armored troll
we're
hype.
going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Wait, so did they capture one? We got like a vampire that we're gonna go,
It takes some getting used to.
hang on, I gotta move that. Damn blue markers. Here we go. Nope, damn it. I clicked the button so fast I didn't even see. Actually, I might be able to go this way. Nope, that does not look like it's gonna work. I'm just trying to get upstairs. I remember there's like a... I mean, there's obviously a staircase somewhere. It's just not this one. And he is very clearly above me, so... Let's hope you don't leave me outside. Hey, there we go. Wonderful.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew, and no one believed. This original... I'm trying to put this...
Oh, god damn it, dude. That's not the dialogue I wanted.
Back in the second era.
Isran, just stop. Please, God, stop.
Be on your guard. There's only when it comes to vampires. If you, I've lasted this long because I don't take chances. I cover my tracks and I keep my eye. Soreen needs help with her project to improve our crossbows. And if that doesn't interest you, speak with Gunmar. He has something for you.
Oh, I'm supposed to just follow him. I thought I had to talk to him. Those are just side missions. Oh, they captured her?
So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I had it, and why I was down there. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the... Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to
I was
stop
sealed
it.
away, and then the Dawn Guard, we're gonna stop the
Was I
vampires.
wrong? That was the plan, yes. Assuming the rest of them can trust a vampire. Come on, I'll need you to help convince them.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
I mean, for starters, she'd beat your ass if she tried.
Why? Because of that story about the prophecy, about some vampire trying to put the sun out? Do you actually believe any of that? Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing, whatever it says. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well,
Moth priests.
the moth priests are the only ones. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away. In Syria.
I knew it would come to this one day. Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your moth priest. Stay alert.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a moth priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before I... You know, the College of Winterhold. The wizards know about all kinds... Actually, now that I think... I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
Alright, well, we can certainly go back to the college. Bruh, I am the Archmage from the college. I am the biggest magic-dicked sorcerer you have ever met.
Sure you've made
A
no.
moth priest? What in Oblivion do you need a moth priest for? Fine. No. The obvious answer is to go to the Imperial City. Sometimes they go out looking for Elder Scrolls. Lucky, he stopped in to do some research in the library, then left for Dragonbridge. If you hurried, you might catch him there.
Wait, isn't Dragon... Oh, no, it's over here. For some reason, I thought Dragonbridge was Solitude. Match do I got on right now? The ice? Oh, God. What the hell? Some people call it overkill. I call it making sure your enemies are dead. Damn. Some of these vampires are getting pretty spicy. Probably just have to stick with fire. I was enjoying using ice a bit. Oh god, no, not the bear. I'm not in the mood to get one shot by something.
I've been looking for you. It's from Falk Firebeard. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Oh, hey, that's the continuation of the quest we have been doing. Alright, well, we're gonna take, we made it to Dragon Bridge. We're gonna take a short break from this quest to do that quest, because I wanted to do that quest originally, and I didn't think we'd be able to because the quest wasn't showing up.
Fancy robes. You a wizard or something?
Bro, you sent me the letter, and I probably gotta read it.
With a stout heart like yours, the courier must have found you. Yes, old friend. I'm afraid it's not good news. When you broke up the binding, Potema escaped. We've encountered some of her minions. Steer says she's still in spirit form, or we'd all be dead already. You've already done us a service in stopping the binding, but he's Solitude's priest of our... I wish you well, friend.
You used to just be able to see Solitude over the
The Wolf Queen awakened. Gonna beat her ass with my super fire magic. It'll be done in a flash. I mean, it's a mission to kill a god. Who wouldn't want to do this?
You must be the one Falk spoke so highly. Ah, Potema, former Queen of Solitude, and one of the most dangerous necromancers in recorded history. She was responsible for the Empire's near collapse almost 500 years ago. Summoned in spirit form is not raised from the dead. For the moment, the Wolf Queen has retreated to a place filled with dead. A few days ago, one of her servants busted through a wall into the Temple of Divines. We'll need you to go into the catacombs themselves. Good. Being at the summoning created a connect. I can provide you with some help with her minions. As to Potema herself, find what's left of her body. Likely a skeleton.
I will destroy this god. Well, necromancer.
You know what needs to be done. Is there something more you need?
Wait, old catacombs. Where? Burn this ghost dead. Like how he gave me turn undead. Like, bro, I'm not using that. I am here to melt everything into oblivion.
I am in your way. I am sorry. Remind us of our place.
Let us acknowledge your
You've arrived at last. The hero who prevented me from being bound returns to my fold. I have much to thank you for, little one. When you die, I will raise you, and you can take your place by my side.
I was always taught to avoid these.
You'll serve me soon enough.
No, it doesn't work like that. Just a pile of ash. Dude, the flaming pyres are badass. Actually, hang on. That'd be a cool spell to have. My health gets low and I release a giant explosion that kills stuff. Call me the fire god. I am here to burn the flesh from all who are dead that seek to walk this earth again. Kamehameha! Witch plate? Ooh. Damn, that looks badass. Fortunately, it's heavy. And you're gonna need something a lot stronger than a Draugr. You're gonna need some... At a bare minimum, you're gonna need like 2 or 3 Lich Priests. Dragon Priests or whatever. Is there anything else in here? Chest? Some goodies? Just one vampire in a crypt. Imagine talking all that shit and dying instantly.
Next little milk creek about
Excuse me, my friend.
Not much further. Come with me. Serve me in death.
That didn't work out for you at all. $80, $90, the last one's $100. I'm more worried about stamina. I already have that. Well, might as well get that. Let me get a save here.
You've come far, mortal. But can you stand against my inner council?
Ah, what the hell?
Let's see.
Oh god. Damn, these guys are tanky. It's been a while since I've seen something that didn't just melt instantly to scorching hands.
You've come far, mortal. But can you stand against my inner council? Let's see.
No, Alright, I'm gonna have to keep a heal up because that sweeping lightning shit.
You've come far, but can Let's see.
Wow.
Don't applaud yourself too soon, world. Rip the eyes from his head.
Ah, fuck. I've aggroed a Nego. Damn it. Alright, so if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to stay back and just throw out pop shots, I think.
You've come far.
Because otherwise I'm gonna hit
Stand against my inner council.
a Nego and mess him up.
Don't applaud yourself too soon, world. Rip the eyes from his head.
Ooh, glass weapons. It's like 2 or 3 different songs playing at the same time here, and they're just like fighting over which one gets to be louder. Hey, why the hell is he at the winking skeever? Of all the places, he's like, all right, now that you've defeated the Wolf Queen, meet me at the tavern for a pint of ale. What? Should you like purify this skull or something?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
You've returned. I'm hoping successfully. Excellent. These things do have a way of working out when people take action. I'll sanctify the remains. In case Falk doesn't make it clear, Solitude owes you a debt of gratitude.
Papa said I won't see Rogveer anymore because he's dead. Getting my dope reward. Better be a good reward. So like, you have saved us. Here's 300 gold. I would expect at least like 5 Gs.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. You've done a great thing today. It doesn't matter who you support in the war. Potema would have been a blight on the land for both sides. Without you, this would have been a disaster. Take this payment. The Jarl would thank you. Make no mistake, we consider you a protector of solitude.
1,500 gold, that's it? It's a shield I get. That's pretty cool. Just a flat 20 resist all. Does the enchanter lady... Yes, she does. Effect Solitude. Wait, I don't even see it now. Didn't it say the effect was Solitude? Probably this 8% resistance to all, because I know that's from that weird helm I got that made destruction spells cheap, so I'm not putting that on anything. That's cheating. What can this even go on? So it might be like a shield only, or maybe it could go on a ring. I don't know. Hey, talk to you. You probably have like a ring I can use, right?
If I needed something from you, take a look. Take care of yourself and always remember, the world.
Just want to see. So I could, but it looks like I'm only going to be able, even if I like do the item enchantment and all that jazz, I might be able to get it back to like 20%. But we already got Wanderlust, that, and our 2 destruction rings. So if I was going to do it, I'd want to replace something. I'd probably get rid of Wanderlust. 30 stamina is nice. So I want my shock resist, and I want my double destruction rings. And 4 rings is my limit. I go past that, well, then things are just getting silly, you know?
Fancy rolls. You whistle or something?
Actually, since we got a reward, I don't feel bad about spending that to level my destruction a little bit. I just leveled up, so I'll probably only be able to get the 5 generic levels here. I won't be able to. It's always nice when you have enough to like level and then like level up a skill and then you level up, so then you can level up the skill 5 more times. Where the hell is Feralda at, dude? I guess somebody wants to sleep in on Tuesday.
Tolkien is Master Wizard. Certain concentration spell. You'll also.
Oh no, I don't know. No, wrong thing.
Spells I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
To 80. I doubt I'm gonna actually level up here, but nope.
It's been a pleasure.
Oh, I'm so close to 100 that I can have dope ass spells to play through Dawnguard with. Because they pulled Forbidden Sun from Dark Souls into this game, so I want to see what kind of visual effect they gave it. Alright, so quest is to just come here. Road to Solitude. They saw a Moth Priest. Alright, let's get up top. It's probably people that are like on the bridge.
You hear the new... Ah, so that was a Moth Priest then. He rode through town not long ago with an escort of soldiers. They didn't stop, just headed south, across the Dragon Bridge.
My guess is I'll probably find this guy getting ambushed by vampires. So I know the quest is roughly the same. Like, I'm sure I gotta find the Moth Priest. And then I remember you had to like hunt down other Elder Scrolls. And then after those, you get him to read it. And it all culminates in like some Dwemer Cavern where you find out about snow elves. Orber's Holdout, safekeeping. What does the runestone do? Come on back, Mr. Dragon. Get Shrek'd. Stay within 20 feet based on what the hell? Living foes that stay within 20 feet too long are slain instantly? That sounds kind of like cheating. What? That's badass. Just heal. So, oh dude, that would be a dope dual enchant. Is heal allies within range of you and just a chance to instant kill enemies. If I was gonna transition this into melee, that is definitely the type of setup I'd want to use. Which, I mean, there's always a chance we could return to this, but I don't know. The more I thought about Dragon's Dogma, the more I'm just getting like excited at the prospect of playing it. Because it has been a while, so back in the day, we did Dark Arisen when that came out. We did like a couple, I want to say it was like streams, like 2-3 hour streams that we'd exported over. And I had started to do a Dragon's Dogma playthrough, but it was like a New Game Plus after wrapping up Bristleback or Bitterback. Basically, it was a New Game Plus run that we started after we had just wrapped up the DLC. And so we were like disgustingly powerful and essentially going through and just one-shotting everything. Which kind of just killed my excitement for it back then, but thinking about it now, the idea of doing a PC run and having mods to just make it better overall, because there's a lot of quality of life mods they've added. Like, I know there's actually a whole mod package we're probably going to download. But it'll, I know some of the big ones, at least. What the fuck just instant killed me, dude? Anyway, there's a mod that like makes so you can jump a little bit higher, which is great for clamoring and mounting. There's a mod that changes the stat growth when you're playing as a hybrid class, because hybrid classes were like you could only be a hybrid class as a player, and they were really badass, but they had dookie stat growth usually. So if you like really wanted to play assassin, what you had to do is like you were supposed to level fighter for like 100 levels, and then do strider for like 50, and then ranger for 50, and it was just a pain in the ass, because you know, you just want to play as an assassin, but to have the stats to not be a fucking potato, you essentially had to like play through the entire game as something else. So we got some mods that are going to make it so that's no longer the case. Bro, see, this is the shit I'm talking about. I had Ebony Flesh up and homeboy one-shots me with an arrow? Like, I'm the fucking Archmage. You're telling me that the mana protection or whatever that I'm wearing can't stop a single arrow? Actually, you know what? Where's it at? We're gonna take care of these dicks real fast. What? And then I died jumping into a puddle. Dude, I can't, Skyrim, please. It's like you're trying to make me enjoy you less. It wasn't even a long fall. Summon gargoyle spell summons an additional gargoyle. That's neat.
I can smell a tavern.
This one.
Miles out. Some people think that's odd. I think it's talent.
I think I overkilled him. Oh, never mind. There we go. Just late to wake up.
You arrived just in time. I think those... I'm quite all right, thanks to you. These vampires claimed they had some purpose in store for me, but they wouldn't say what. Probably hoping to ransom me, the fools. You do? All right then, enough mysteries. Well, you saved me from those vampires. Very well. I'll hurry on my way there before more of those vampires turn up.
Who the fuck is moaning? And why are we not escorting this guy? Why are we like, we need your help? This is an emergency. And, what the fuck? Serena? Alright, listen. You can't just clone vampires to look like shittier versions of yourself to feel better about your looks, alright? When they developed the game, they only had so many pixels available. I don't know what this is, but that's not okay. Serena doing the old trick where she has a vampire that looks similar but uglier. So if, you know, people were looking at her and they were like, oh, Serena, she's like an 8 out of 10. Well, you know, if Serena's standing next to a 5 out of 10, by default, she's going to look better. So people are like, oh, Serena? Yeah, she's a 10 out of 10. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. That's petty. Stop trying to use the ugly clone vampire to prop yourself up, Serena. I expected more from you. All right, either way, we got the Moth Priest, though. We got to head back to Dawnguard. It's always funny seeing the dragon skeletons have seizures. It's like, oh, wait, is this not dead? But no, it's definitely dead. So anyway, next episode, we'll pick up from Dawnguard. I am actually going to go back. I didn't even think about it while we were there, but I'm going to train in Alteration as well. And hopefully there's like a master tier spell that's past Ebony Flesh called You Don't Get One Shot from Arrows Anymore. And I want it. So stay tuned. Catch y'all soon with more Skyrim.